Hokies! Back at Castle Coliseum, where the Hokies prevailed tonight 63-55 over the Presbyterian Blue Hose. John Laaser, Mike Burnop, now joined by head coach.
I guess my wife was really impressed with how we played.
Yeah, she's got a piece of chicken.
Didn't even wait. Every game since I've been here, she's waited on me, except this one.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Good job, Coach.
Came over for a fist tap there, and, well, not the outcome we were expecting. We'll get back in the holiday spirit after this. Well, Coach, maybe that's what Corey felt. How did you feel about the way the team played tonight?
I wouldn't give me dap either.
Well, that was the case. It seemed like they came in kind of with that underdog's mentality of slow the game down, limit possessions, and just try to hang in there. Is it difficult sometimes, or how difficult is it to get back in your pace without getting sped up and trying to do too much? It seemed like maybe a little collective of that throughout the first half.
It's a delicate balance for sure. Too many turnovers relative to pace of play. Collectively, 6 turnovers in the first half, 6 turnovers in the second half. The lowest and slowest game we've played thus far this year. Defensively, we played good. The issue is the number of possessions, and so the game was shortened. I thought the Presbyterian staff and players executed their game plan spectacularly. We tried a lot of things in the full court to try to speed the tempo up, but like you're saying, the value of the possession is increased when there's fewer of them. And I thought we had some spurts in the second half that in essence was the difference in the game. But collectively, for a large majority of the game, I thought they controlled it.
I know you were excited about this game. You were ready to get it going, get the bad taste out of your mouth.
Yep.
And the challenge was going to be from Saturday till now with exams and doing all that kind of stuff. And you tinkered with the lineup a little bit, sat some guys down. Just kind of go through the thought process there in the first half.
Well, I want KJ to play free. I don't want KJ to be consumed emotionally with foul trouble. And in his defense, nor do I. We're going to need KJ to play significant minutes with a significant role within those minutes. And so I talked to him before the game and said, this is what I want to try. I think it gives PJ a chance. Maybe it saves KJ a foul. Maybe, and PJ did. PJ got a foul on their big kid while he was playing to start the game. Not enough data to say or if it's the right play, but KJ was never in foul trouble.
Right.
And so in that regard, I thought that was good. All the things that we talked about from Saturday afternoon through right now, I thought we failed. The one thing that I would say, without the maturity level of this team, I don't know that we would have won this game. And so we did not play well. They knew we weren't playing well, but they were mature enough to hang around in there and understand what was going on. So maybe that's a way to spin it in a positive way.
Are there times offensively, Coach, where when you can get downhill, I don't want to use the term easy to talk about the opposition tonight, but you can get downhill seemingly when you want to, and you are, that it takes away some of the vision in other places at times because you get to the basket so easy?
I think within how we play, whether if there's a ball screen, we're reading the weak side. And they were changing their coverage as they should. They were changing who the tag was as they should. That led to some of those early turnovers. I think our first turnover in the second half was in transition. It was a bobbled ball by Bibbs. But the second half turnovers were a little bit more typical, and the first half turnovers were a little atypical. I thought Chris did a really good job of attacking. I thought 5 at times was 5. But again, when the game is shortened, you feel, particularly us and how fast we want to play, you never feel like you're in a rhythm, which is why they played the way they did.
You wanted to get some stops defensively, which you finally got some turkeys there in the second half, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know how many total we had, but it would have been a lot.
Because they were 1 of 11 shooting.
Maybe not a lot, but their DER was .83, which is the second best we've had all year. So it was the second worst we've had offensively as far as those numbers, but defensively we were fine. We gave up 4 offensive rebounds and we held them to 36% from the field. It's just that the number of shot attempts was a much lower. It was a 65 possession game, which is the slowest we've played all year.
Yeah, and you mentioned that comfort level is at about that 80 possession level. Are there ways going forward? Because obviously as you go through the season, Virginia, is going to do that. Some other people.
Yeah, Virginia will probably be that pace, maybe slower. They're the slowest team in the country.
What are some ways that you can force out of that? Are there ways, I guess, is the question?
Well, it depends. It's kind of time of possession in football, right? Yeah. So if they shot 5 more balls than we did, a percentage of that is because we shot 3 times the number of free throws they did, but it's still a relatively low number, right? We want to make more than they attempt, and we did that. But our whiteboard stat number is we want to make 17.5 free throws, and tonight we made 8. And so everything is just reduced. And so when the opponent, time of possession, has the ball and they're shooting it with less than 10 seconds on the shot clock, that it's hard to break that, right, when that's their game plan because they're trying to shorten the game.
They're number 5. I know you wanted to make him uncomfortable. Yeah, you wanted to make. Were you happy with the defense on him?
I thought our 5 did a good job on their 5. He does a really good job of making the game easier for their other players, but 5 and 14 are their primary ball handlers, similar to 5 and Chris are for us. They're similar in that regard. I thought too oftentimes as 5 was dribbling, their 5 was dribbling, we were over-helping and giving them uncontested threes. 17 of their 30 shots in the first half were threes, and then in the second half, 13 of their 29. So obviously they're shooting 50% of their balls are from 3, and too many of those threes when 5 drove, we overcommitted, which is we were playing too much like how we played Kentucky. That's how we wanted to play against Kentucky. We wanted to be more money ball defense against Presbyterian.
Buzz Williams is with us for just a couple of more. His Hokies defeat Presbyterian 63-55 tonight. Coach, let's change gears because, of course, the day started, well, at least the basketball portion here tonight started with Buzz's Bunch. Yep. Looked like it was a phenomenal turnout again. We had our man Grant here with us tonight. And,
how did he do?
He did awesome. As always, he left his charts here for you to take a look at. 100% accurate. I would be willing to gamble right there.
Good for him. Thanks for letting him be a part of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Got his name on there and everything. That's awesome.
How was the day? I know it was great. But
yeah, this will be 2, 4, 6. This was our 7th Buzz's Bunch game since we've been here. And so there's starting to be more and more a familiarity between our players and the Buzz Bunch members. A lot of those kids that were not here, several of them were the adults, the chaperones, however you want to frame it, told me they would be here for our next game. So I just think it's really cool, and I think it means a lot to them, and I think our players are impacted in a more significant way even than the Buzz Bunch members. But as you guys know, it's the only thing that my name or my nickname has imprinted on it. I don't like it to be used as a moniker, but for Buzz's Bunch, I just think that in the end, I hope it's the legacy that Corey and I leave.
And they may have had more fun tonight than you did.
Well, every time I kept looking up there at them, they were doing every cheer there was, and I'm like, I don't know what you guys are cheering for. we might need to have a clinic on when to cheer and how to cheer.
We could do that this summer, throw that in August, too.
Yeah, that needs to be a station at camp.
There we go.
This is when you cheer. This is when you be quiet.
Well, Coach, we'll send you off, of course, with saying Merry Christmas. Thanks
Merry Christmas
everything.
to you guys. Hope you enjoy your break. It's the longest break we've had since we've been here. It'll be the longest break that I've ever had as a head coach. I'm going to go run around and recruit all day tomorrow and then get home late tomorrow night. And then, man, I'm looking forward to resting.
Don't forget the makeup.
We got a lot of work coming.
Don't forget the makeup with Miss Corey.
I'm going to do that as soon as I leave.
It's crazy 65 days or so ahead. We'll rest for a couple. Head coach Buzz Williams and the Hokies pick up win number 10. Thank you once again to head coach Buzz Williams.